What's that sound we're hearing?
All right, all. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 112 of FMA Discussion. And tonight is not going to be like a regular broadcast where we're kind of interviewing somebody or focusing on a theme, but this is going to be more or less kind of bringing what's going on, coming down the future, and all that. So if you're jumping in, hit that like button. Tell us where you're watching from and all that. And we got some stuff. So the agenda tonight's going to be what's coming down the pipe, what we got going on, Brian's weapons, what he's been doing for a lot of people that are in the FMA discussion group. We got some stuff from Julius. We're going to hear from Martin, his journey to Cebu and Dulce Paris, and his wonderful, note taking and all that. So again, if you're watching, tell us where you're watching from. You got Hey Felix from Texas. So let's just I figure we're gonna kind of keep and hey Maria, all right. Okay, so let's Martin, let's start with you. Just give us a rundown quickly. Well, first of all, I want to thank all you guys for jumping in. You guys have been incredibly supportive of the channel and all that. And matter of fact, we got to make Martin a moderator. I keep forgetting. Martin a moderator. I'm gonna make you a moderator, Martin. If
Cool.
if you see any funny activity, they get bounced. And we got GM Dan. Hey, uh, all right. And also, oh, okay, Maria's from Ontario. Did you know that, Martin? Maria from Ontario?
She's my Facebook friend. I know of her, but never
Okay,
met.
okay. We got Maestro John and we got Paul. All right, folks. Thank you for jumping in. Yeah, folks, those of you who are watching, please also, one of the things I put up before this interview was that if there's anybody that we haven't had on yet that you can think of you'd like to see or a theme, please, let us know. And also anything that you think we can improve upon. I mean, believe me, I'm totally open to constructive criticism. This is a new venture kind of for me and all of us. So had no prior experience doing this before I started this. So I'm definitely sure there's stuff I can learn and improve upon. But anyway, with that said, we're going to introduce everybody. So we have Martin. Martin's from Canada. Okay. Martin started doing our notes. We got Brian Rodriguez. He's making incredible training stuff. Incredible training stuff. If you have not seen his swords, he's been putting out, and a couple other new neat things. And then we got Julius, and you guys have seen him. He's reaching out to all over the world to get future guests on here and all that. So some great things coming on here and all that. So Martin, let's hear it, man. Let's hear about your journey, and all that. You've been in the Philippines. Let's hear it.
All right. Well, like I was saying yesterday in the test run, I'm pretty much a newbie in the Filipino martial arts world. But I've been doing martial arts since I was a kid. Long story short, my father kind of brainwashed me when I was a kid because he knew I would be smarter than all the other kids all my life at school. So he brainwashed me, making me watch like Chuck Norris and Steven Seagal videos to make me do martial arts, and it actually worked. I fell in love with martial arts. I did many different styles when I was young. When I was a bit older, from karate to aikido to kung fu, krav maga, but I was never like hooked. I knew I loved the martial art concept, but I was always liking when the training was finished. I was like, oh, that was nice, but I was never finding joy during the moment. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Until I met my wife, and for some reason, she brought me some flyers from a Filipino martial arts school in Montreal. And I was like, might as well try it. And since the first class on, I fell in love with the art. It was the first time that I actually found joy training in the martial art.
mm,
So I knew it was for me. So I did the Cacoy Doce Paris style for about 3 years, from
okay.
2016 to 2019. But it was the Cacoy Doce Paris style with the Aklan flavor. The master here, my teacher was a clan, and he had his own style from his own family also that he blended into the mix. So it was pretty interesting, especially as regards to knife work and e-hand. He really developed me as a fighter. I did many privates with him. I'm so grateful for his teaching. And at the end of 2019, no, that's not true. At the end of 2018, I think, during the summer 2018, I went to the Philippines, to the Cacoy dos Paris HQ. I met some wonderful people there. The Cañete masters are amazing. So nice, so friendly, did some private, not long, only a week, because I was traveling there for family reasons also. My wife is Filipina. And they really perfected my technique, my angles, and all the strikes of the Cacoy dos Paris. When I came back, long story short, that I'm not going to get into detail here, but like I said yesterday in the test run, I kind of had like a falling out with my master here. But so for 2 years, I drifted away from Filipino martial arts, tried other styles like BJJ, Wing Chun, other stuff. And I never was able to found that joy that I had found with Filipino martial arts,
Wow.
So beginning of this year, in January 2021, I saw an opportunity to train with Pikiti Tercia guru here in Montreal, who's also a dog brother and he also has a rank in the Inozanto blend. And wow, the joy of training came back right at me. And what I like with this guru is that Sébastien Poirier, is that since he's a dog brother also, the sparring aspect is really important for him, and what works, what doesn't, but more importantly, what could work for someone, not necessarily for him, but for other people, is where he puts his emphasis. So
nice.
It's about him, and he encouraged people to find their own style. So although I'm a complete beginner, of course, in Pikiti Tercia, I really like the style so far. So for my journey, that's about it, man.
No, it's fantastic. You can. I love anything that kind of is science lab oriented, where things are tested and all that. I'm a fan of that. So it sounds like you've got a good teacher up there. Yeah. Yeah. Brian, quickly, let's just, before we get into your weapons, which we're going to get towards the end, let's hear about, not many people, I think, know about your journey. You're obviously, I think people just know you for the weapons, making weapons, all that, but you actually you actually are a practitioner.
Yeah, I get that a lot. People are like, well, you're just a fan of FMA, but don't realize I'm a practitioner of two systems. But I first started out in Muay Thai about 2 years. And then my first system in FMA, I've been FMA now for close to about 3 years now, was with Tuan Gaidosa Ruby in El Paso, Texas, under the Kunjuka Cali system and Lameco system, which I'm not active right now on that. And then the new system that I'm studying right now is under Kalahi FMA under PML and FAMI. And then obviously I'm training Silat with you, Guru Dean. So like I said, I'm relatively new to FMA, and then martial arts overall. So like total martial arts, like maybe 5 years total.
Hey, it all started somewhere.
Yeah, but that's what got me interested in making the weapons. Was the blades and everything, was actually using them and practicing with them, training with them, trying to find out better ways to improve how the trainers were.
Yeah, no, not just the post alone on Facebook, how people are been ecstatic and all that speaks for itself. I mean, nothing but accolades on the stuff you've been making, so. Julius, give us I know there's a lot coming down the pipeline. Why don't you start, let's start with Europe. What's coming down the pipeline as far as Europe?
Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah.
So what's coming down the pipeline essentially is I reached out to different contacts throughout the planet. You are concentrating more on themes. So we're doing a Eurocentric episode because the culture of FMA in Europe is a bit different than it is in the Philippines and in America. There's a lot of big things happening over there. We reached out to have more women in interviews, and particularly the interface of women and FMA. I've reached out to a couple of more. I don't want to give that out because none of them have said yes yet. But to some of our moral brethren down south, even though they're not FMA, those are systems that are practiced within the sphere of influence of the Philippines, right at the nation of the Moros in Bangsamoro. We did reach out to the mountain region in the Philippines up north with the Igorot and Kalinga, and they've said yes to us. So we penned them in at the end of March. So we'll have a couple of elders. We'll start off with them, and then within their tribe, it's more really closer to like the Iroquois Confederacy, and you're very familiar with that because you have native blood, Dean, right? So it's a loose alliance of tribes that are within the same region, and within those different tribes, there's really individuals that have a hallmark in FMA and HEMA. Like one is a top HEMA instructor in the Philippines, the other one teaches PMA, the Philippine Military Academy, and PNP, the Philippine National Police. And the other one knows more about their practices, like about they have their own indigenous martial art. They are undefeated. They weren't really colonized. So most of the world know them as the headhunters. And also another one is a top metallurgist and weapon maker up north. He has his own store, and we'll have those guys later. But first, we should like talk to the elders. So that's
Okay. Yeah.
who I'm speaking
No, this
to.
sounds great. I just want a quick shout out to people. We got Paul, Eric, Jesse, Paul. Hey. Back. So is it fair to say we will get a rep from the Igorot tribe?
Absolutely. We'll have a elder,
That will be
and
amazing.
his father was actually the former mayor of Baguio. So
Wow, somebody from the Igorot tribe, man. That will be wow. That's going to be great. And I tell you, I'm really excited. Anybody from the Mindanao, the Moros and all that.
that's gonna be a little tougher. They're very very
Yeah, that's
private.
right. Hey, you know what though? If you can get one, better than nothing. You know what I mean? Better than nothing. So
Yeah.
so the Europe and all that, and what we'll have to do is maybe we'll just ask some people like who would they like to see. Like I've heard about getting Dieter on, GM Dieter, and there's a few others. I got Nico this month coming on. He's from Belgium. So let's make a skull collector, Eric O'Brien.
Shrunken head.
The last head hunting rate was in the 50s, not in the 30s. So, and that's the sanctioned one.
Think about that. That guy, man, Eric O'Brien, man, that guy is funny. Wow. So, Martin, who would you like? I know who would you like to see come on?
You're asking me who I would like to see on the show?
Yeah.
Well, there's a grandmaster of Taco Dosipara system that is doing a lot for the style. I know who lives in the United States. His name is Anthony Kleeman. I think he's from Australia, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And for sure, he would have some great things to say. And he has a great martial arts life story. I mean, he went to the Philippines, trained with Cacoy Cañete, the founder of Taco Dosipara.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay.
Someone amazing to have on the show.
You know what? PM me his name.
I did, but I can do it again. I'll send it.
All right, you probably okay. I tell you, I got a list like, all right, yeah. If you don't mind, please do it again. If you didn't erase the email, I'm sure it's there, but my apologies.
I'll send you his name, his profile.
Yeah, I've been getting hammered as of late with just here's here's March's list. April, May. I mean, it just is like
Good.
That. And there's one I have brought you guys an event where I can do interviews with Julius or whatever. I want to send you guys an offer. Anytime you guys want to jump in with Julius, I want this to be a team. You know what I mean? So like for instance, is there somebody that you really wanted to see on Martin? By all means, like you should join one of us, and you know what I mean, as far as questions and all that. Same with you, Brian. Okay, so I want you guys to take advantage of that too. GM Dan, no, we have not yet. GM Dan, that's somebody we could certainly reach out to. Julius, are you any contact with him? GM
With who?
Raffi? GM Raffi?
Oh, Pambuan?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I could reach out because technically, like, we were rival province styles from like 60, 70 years ago because they were the bandits and we were the counter bandits.
All right, well, we definitely
No,
have
no,
not
no,
had
no,
him
no. We're all
on,
good
so.
now. No, no, no,
Okay,
no, no,
okay.
no.
No.
We're
I
also
mean, yeah.
yeah.
No. So, yeah, Dan, thank you. We could definitely, yeah. Matter of fact, I'm writing his name down as we speak.
I was just gonna ask Brian because it's so weird how the FMA world is so small and we have two Laban Tulisan guys from that system here. Did you know Donaldo Muniz because she was under Grantioso Ruby? Donald Muniz.
I don't believe she mentioned her. Her main thing was I know Edgar Salete was her nephew.
Yeah, yeah,
So
Edgar.
yeah, PG Edgar. So I
I think
believe
Donald was gone already by the time you came.
yeah. She's been trained since 1962, so she's 76 years old now. So she's still teaching.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's incredible. I'll tell you what, like spar against her, or like still has it. She still has it for 76 years old. Like can't take that away from her. Yeah.
Hey, GM Dan. GM Dan's gonna give him a call. Thank you, GM Dan. He's gonna call him. Thank you so much, GM Dan. Folks are listening.
If you can, I don't know if he would be willing to, but definitely to the coach of my actual coach, Kuan Philippe Gelina, here in Quebec. You should definitely try to have him on the show.
Who's that now?
Philippe Gelina.
Oh yeah, no. What? Can you talk to him? Yeah.
I never talked to him, but I could ask my coach since he's his student.
No, I mean no. Let's get him on. Yeah.
All right, so I'll ask my coach so he could talk to his coach.
No, definitely.
We'll see what happens.
I just wrote his name down too, so please, yeah, that'd be great.
So Martin and Brian has their suggestions, and I was going to ask you about this, Dean, for like our future itinerary. What's going to happen with our continuation interview with you, with your Native American background and your other martial arts that because we missed that last time. We didn't have enough time. Come on now, don't hide from
Ancestry.com.
Yes, we got to get Paulo. If you talk to him or you know him, Paulo, I mean, let him know that we'd be more than happy to get him on. Absolutely. So my Native American training. So I mostly did Cherokee Tomahawk. It's very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. As a matter of fact, a lot of stuff you're seeing today taught in Tomahawk. I'm not saying it came from there, but there's absolute parallel where you choke down, you can use it for the blunt, chop, all that. Thank you so much, Paulo. Definitely that. I did a lot of the lance and shield. I found that absolutely fascinating. I mean, am I see on the street? Of course not. But it was just a lot of fun. That the shield and all that. I really enjoyed that. The problem was it's something I want to visit again and all that. Yeah, I had just too many pots on the stove. You know what I mean? I was trying to finish up with Burton. I was finished up with my test for a muck. It just was too much. But you know what I did dive into? Who I'm going to want to get on here? And folks are listening to this. You might, I don't know. Let me know, folks, if you're listening to this, if you heard of this. It's Screama Crayola. Fascinating system. Argentine, where they have the gaucho, kind of like the cape, and I mean, that stuff was, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, matter of fact, when I get done with KI, I don't know if I'm going to train more FMA systems. I may go to Screama Crayola. It has obviously a heavy Spanish influence.
Yes, Destreza.
Guru Tom, hey Guru Tom, Guru Tom, anybody you want us to get on here, let us know. But I'm telling you, folks, they're watching. anybody's watching, I'm just curious. Has anybody heard of Eskrima Crayola that I definitely did some training in? I found it fascinating. They have the cape with a knife. And they have the I forget what they call it. Oh my God! But it's essentially like three balls, and you can throw it, and then basically, I mean,
Bolero, is that what it's called? The Bolero, the thing with the three balls?
yes, the Bolero.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, but incredible. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But again, I just had too many pots on the stove. There's stuff I wanted to finish off, and it was like me trying to study, 5, 6 different things. It just bit off more than I could chew. Kind of still what I'm doing now. um, but um, but yeah, I definitely going to return to that. I just found that system like just so fascinating. I loved it. Just loved it. Yeah, so I like those eclectic. So when I get done with it, I don't know. It's going to probably be a Scream and Crayola. I'll go deeper into KI. I'm not going to say I'm not going to, there's always refinement in that system. I mean, gosh. But let me go continue. But yeah, that Scream and Crayola, man, I don't know. That just fascinating. How about you guys? What other systems on FMA would you do? Martin, what would you do if it wasn't FMA?
I tried Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a very short period of time. I have tremendous respect for people who train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
The grapplers, yeah.
It's really not my thing, but I think that if I had the time, I would force myself to do it on top of what I'm doing right now, because I think grappling is such an important part of being a good fighter, the warrior.
Clinch, the grapple.
My God, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, it's a good.
Tremendous respect for DJJ practitioners. My God. Yeah. So it would probably be DJJ, and also I would like to, at some point in the next few years, take up like maybe boxing for like 3 to 6 months just to refine the basics, because I think it goes well.
And wrestling, Western boxing, weapon. There you go, man. He's like some low line kicks.
But definitely boxing. I think it would be a good complement to Filipino martial arts.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Guru Tom. Yeah, it's a fascinating system, Guru Tom. I can't wait to get back into it. Yeah, matter of fact, there's an interview. I got to interview that guy, head of Eskrima Crayola. We'll get him on. That guy, that would be fascinating. How about you, Brian? If you could not do FMA, C-Lot, I'm going to get C-Lot.
Yeah, get deeper into the C-Lot.
Yeah.
That really interests. I mean, I did Muay Thai. Maybe go back to it again, but already we talked about before. My whole reason for doing the martial arts was more for the self-defense aspects rather than arts, or just trying to look cool, whatever, doing other things. I'm more about functionality, reality, rather than worried about playing with. I'm not saying that's not swords, stuff like that. It's not, it refines your movements and everything, but I mean, I'm more for street use, especially in the world we live in today. All the stuff that's happening with the random attacks, assaults, hate crimes. I'm more concentrating on the reality factor for training rather than the art part for me.
Yeah, no, understood. No, we've had that talk. Paulo, thank you so much. Yeah, again, open door. If he wants to come on, we'll make it. Darren, please, okay, Guru Tom. Let me write that down. So, Guru Tom, if you could just message me or right here, like, what's his background or style? Just, quickly. Anybody know this? Who he's speaking of? Guru Tom, Darren.
Who?
Darren Patrick Friesen.
Brian, to comment further on what you just said about the reality, this is what I actually like. Well, some of the things I like about Filipino martial arts. I've been doing Kung Fu for so long. For me, for expressing yourself, the art part is amazing. But you really have to find a great coach to make it reality applicable. I also did Krav Maga, which is really reality applicable. But I couldn't express myself through the system because it's really direct and there's no space for art. What I like about the Filipino martial art is that you can express yourself through the art and be effective at the same time. So that's what I
Yeah,
like.
I agree with it. And like I said, the systems I train in are heavily self-defense based. We still have the art. I mean, the Kalagi is like mostly Kambaton and like modified Kambaton. So there's the art stuff. But if you ask me personally, like when I train, when I get out of it, I want to take that realistic defense aspect stuff and it's the most of stuff I'm going to remember the most for me. That's what fascinates me more than the art part, I guess. I mean, sticks are cool, whatever. I mean, they teach you the movements and everything, and it's just that I'm not really like into the whole stick thing a lot. I mean, I'll do some sparring here and there, but just mostly into I like empty hands a lot. That's because of the Muay Thai, but the boxing and the clinches and everything like that. And I like the locking, stuff like that. That's why I like Sea-Lot, gravitate towards Sea-Lot a lot. I like their movements. I like their striking and their the way they do things.
Yeah, Silat looks so interesting.
That was actually my first martial art that I wanted to do was Sea-Lot, but I couldn't find an instructor. And then I started getting Filipino martial arts Kali, whatever you want to call it. Was more kind of like what I like to do, the striking, and had the blade aspect. And I was like, that's cool, I'll do that. And then I got hooked on it. But I still kind of want to explore Sea-Lot a little bit more. So right now I'm 50-50 on my training and for both.
Yeah, good balance. And we got thank you to Guru Tom. Appreciate that for attending me. I think Tom Sodas. Okay, well Tom Sodas knows sounds like a good guy. Eric O'Brien, the heart.
Yep, hour of the beat. There you go.
Thank you, Maria. Yes, Maria, you're interviewing Bayet, right? Coming up?
Yes, sir. We're interviewing Bayet Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday, yes. So, and thank you. And the other one, Shashir and Akala?
Oh, no, and it's going to be fun because me and Bayet are going to have like a song battle.
Okay, and thank you, Maria. But yeah, we got him coming on, and we'll get definitely. And Felix?
Yes, yeah. Grandmaster Royalist. Yep.
Who's that now?
Felix Royalist.
Royalist.
Yeah, Felix Royalist. He's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. I'm writing that. Thank you, Maria.
Yeah, so Maria, we're gonna have Bayet in, and it's gonna be Easter Sunday. It's gonna be again, Maria. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a special one.
And that's Easter. When is Easter Sunday?
April
23rd,
is that
isn't
like April 3rd or 4th, 7th? I believe.
Oh, I don't know.
7th.
Early this year. I think it's early.
You know what I'm gonna say already. You know what I'm gonna say already.
Yeah.
Julius, if you didn't do FMA, what would you do? And I'm gonna go get those Bolero. I'll be right back. What would you do?
Oh, so I'll answer you when you get back? Okay.
No. What would you do if you didn't do FMA?
Wait for you?
No. Go
ahead.
I'm actually doing it right now because I have my empty hands, pretty well covered because I wrestled in high school. I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was trained in MMA by Jaime Vasquez, which is former KOTC and King of the Cage. So, and then I'm belted under a guy who was a part of the original Japanese judo team because I went to UC Riverside, and that was like his main dojo. I'm taking Sea-Lot right now, but it's not one that I remember. Like I met like this hermit kind of dude, and every single set of Lanka and judo was like a neck break. Like, like it wasn't totally defensive. It's like we're gonna get rid of this person. So if I can meet him, I hope he's still alive. Like So if I didn't have any other martial art, I'd probably take that. I mean, I'm taking Sea-Lot right now, but that was some special. Yeah, that one. That's the Argentinian one.
Wraps on your legs.
Fascinated with it. I can't wait to get back into it. But woo!
Use that in Mexico too.
Yeah. That's not native in you because Native Americans had too.
What's that?
Native Americans had tools like that too, weapons like that as well. It wasn't just the gauchos in Argentina.
as developing a system as this, but this is like, oh man, Brian, here we go.
There you go. Yeah. My neighbor used to use that for cattle. The Mexican vaqueros use that. The
Yeah.
Mexican ranchers use that for the sheep and the small calves.
I tell you, these things weren't cheap though, man. But again, folks are watching. I'm gonna be getting a Screama Creole on here. Those of you not familiar, it's an art from Argentina, and just fascinating. You know, they got the cloak, the art, just fantastic. I mean, I love it, love it. But so let's who we got? Oh, hey, Maestro Chad. Love the
Oh, Dean, we forgot something in the itinerary. We got to talk about that Guinness Book of World Record breaking boodle fight, man. Get everybody diabetes.
cure for diabetes will be.
Yeah, we got to do that to kind of unite the community, man.
Yeah. Folks are just jumping in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Tell us where you're watching from. And if there's anybody that you would like to see on here, let's get on. Please, this is the time. Let us know. We're kind of taking requests for future guests, future ideas. We've been in contact with the FMA women. We are going to be working strongly with them, getting all the group like interviewed, not the whole group, but those who are interested in being interviewed. And thus far, I think we got 5 or 6 who want to be interviewed. Julius, around 5 or 6.
Which one? For women?
FMA women, 5 or 6 that want to be interviewed, somewhere around there.
Yeah. We're gonna line them all up, and they're not all from just one geographical region. Like we're gonna have some from the Philippines, the United States, and hopefully we got some in Europe that would, go as well. But there's about 4 or 5 of them. Yeah.
So we're really working closely with Tuhan Arlene. So we're going to get some women who are really doing some great things in the community, not just in America. Matter of fact, I got 2 from Europe and several, and you've been talking to several. Looks like there'll be several from the Philippines. So that's also coming down.
Can I give a shout out to one? I'm gonna give a shout out to one. I'm gonna give a shout out to. I'm not affiliated with Eskrima de Campo JDCIO, but I gotta give a shout out to Imelda because I should have given a review on theirs because there's going to be a second JDC book, and I was supposed to do a review for that. And I'm sorry I didn't give it to you guys last year. I thought you guys were pissed off at me, so I'll try to have her in if she's okay. She's definitely one of the top women that you want in there because she's helping write that book with Mount Eric Olivides.
Okay. Yes, I got that fantastic book, by the way. Fantastic book, and also
it's an awesome one.
Bershad, who's also in Europe, she's under KI. She just agreed to be interviewed. So we're going to get hitting Europe hard. Getting right from there. And Metro Chad, we definitely reached out to Peachy a few times, and it just hasn't worked yet. The door is open. We're basically just waiting for her to say yes. But we definitely reached out to her. Absolutely. Who's Mildred Nakamura?
Is that related to Taki Nakamura or something?
I'm not sure. Yeah, we're gonna keep trying to convince her for sure. For sure, go with Tom. Yeah. All right, look into Brian's the sword making. Man, you've been getting tons of requests for your stuff, what you've been doing, and a lot of fantastic stuff. Why don't you tell them about the joint event, the idea you got coming?
Oh, yeah, when we were talking about earlier. So I'm actually collaborating with Guru Dean, and actually I got a message from Tuan Arlene to get her input as well to make a kind of a prototype for maybe a line of like some new self-defense tools. I'll say call them tools for women. They'll be marketed more for women, I guess, than for the men, because men got plenty of knives and brass knuckles and other cool stuff to play with. But it'd be more marketed for women's self-defense. So I'm actually going to make a prototype this week out of 2 different kinds of material, and I'm going to go ahead and make those, and I'm going to send them to a couple of people and give them the What happened? Oh, you
He'll
went
be
off?
back.
Oh, okay.
He might have a glitch.
I'm actually gonna make some prototypes. Like I said, I'm gonna let some people use them, give me some feedback on them, and then if everything goes well, maybe do some tweaking and refining, and then maybe go into a limited run. When I mean limited, I mean very few. I don't have time to make mass produce thousands or hundreds. But if I get a good positive feedback from how they're made and how people like them, then I'll go ahead and proceed further
I think it's a great
into
idea.
production.
What you tentatively showed me, I think it's going to be a big hit for the women and all that. I think it's going to be well received. I really do. You know, what? Okay, let's
Hopefully, knock on wood.
show your latest thing.
Okay, so I know a lot of people on here have already seen it already. And like, oh, see it again. But the hairpin. This wasn't designed initially as a hairpin. I know it looks like it. It's not. People could use it for whatever they want. I guess some women have found it easier to put it in their hair. So what it is basically it's made out of a composite material called phenolic. So what phenolic is it's resin, cotton, paper, wood, and some other chemical materials that's compressed and baked into a sheet. So what I do is I cut them out, I trace them out, cut them out by hand, and then they're hand sanded, hand ground down. I drill them. So what this thing is basically, I mean, people say it's like a hairpin. You can use it for whatever you want. But for lately, I've been seeing from the women is they're finding it easier to put it in their hair, in the back, and what it is it can be concealed, so it looks like a ring. You know, you could have it here. You flick it out here. You could stab with it here. You can go back here. You can flip it like a karambit. You know, to poke, stab, jab the eyes. You can go here. And the reason that I made it, if we look at it, it's not made perfect. It's kind of offset. The reason I have that is because when I put my finger in here, your thumb goes here, and your other finger goes here, so you can hold it, so it doesn't move.
Amazing.
So you can poke it like that. Then you can flick it back and go like that, jab it, whatever you want. So what I did is I've sharpened it to a point, and I've hand sanded it and everything. It's been drilled. It's just kind of a thing. I was bored one day, and I just drew it, and I cut it out, and I made one. Well, it looks kind of cool. I tweaked it a little bit, and then I showed it, and then a lot of people were messaging me about it, and there's a couple of people that were hating. Oh, it's not going to work. It's already been done already, which it has. I mean, there's ones out in the market that are made out of metal, out of aluminum or steel. I believe I'm the first one to make out of this material. It's ultra light, ultra strong. I mean, you can see it. Can't even break it. I've tested this thing on a pork shoulder, and it went right through to the bone. It didn't chip the edge. So you can imagine, obviously, if it goes into something, an assailant, it's going to do some damage. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and thank everybody now for all the feedback I've gotten on these and the orders. I'm trying to keep up as much as I can, but
Fantastic.
it's just a simple design, not overcomplicated. I mean, it's pretty just simple. And obviously, if somebody wants one, the holes can be enlarged. These could be shortened down. The point could be shortened down. It's not a standard size. I can custom make anything that you want, pretty much.
Martin, you got to get one. You got to get one for your wife.
Definitely. But
I don't know what the customs in Canada will say about that, but we can label it as something else.
I've heard from other people, if you do that, you can kind of patent and label something else. I think.
I mean, if you saw this, what would you think this was? I mean, people said it was a needle. Some people said it was like a tent thing. Some people said it was, I don't know, back scratcher. Who knows? Who knows? But I've been fabricating for 26 years now. So, I mean, for me, it's easy to make and easy to produce. But when they become high quantity, then obviously it takes more time. But I mean, I think this thing took maybe 35 minutes to make. I mean, for me, it's easy. But I mean,
me, I'd be like, what?
I mean, this is simple. I work in a fabrication. You have sheet metal tools galore, and I work on aircraft. So, I mean, every fabrication tool known to man for building aircraft parts is available to me at my disposal. So,
croquet needle, yeah. I
Yeah,
can't
you
wait.
can use that
to,
crochet needle, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
GM Dan to hairpin.
Yeah.
I think what you showed me today. I mean, I love what you just showed. I mean, I love it. What you sent me, I absolutely love it. But I think what you drew up today, I think is going to be such a huge hit because
Hopefully. If
what
not, we'll go back to the
I don't want
drawing
to
board
give
and refine it.
I don't want to give away the punchline, but because of what it's attached to, I think it's going to be a huge, huge hit.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
I
I
think
also have some, if you want me to show you, I have the other trainers here. I don't want to take too much time, but
no. Let's see it. Let's see it.
obviously we have I don't know if it's okay to show this or not. We'll show it anyway. So this one here, if someone's already seen it already. This is a 301 quarter hard stainless steel tubing. So it's been sharpened. It's just simple. I'm all about making simple stuff. I'm not overcomplicating it. So it's been sharpened. It has a hole in it, obviously. And then I've drilled it and paracorded it. So you can use it for whatever. It's very sharp here. I've took it to a sharpener. And this
That's
thing
a
is
nasty one.
it's pretty nasty, if you get hit with this. So obviously everything would come out here.
So it's not. There's no metal in the thing you had before.
No, this is all composite.
Because Two on Phil saying that as a hairpin, not made of metal, it can go onto any airplane without question.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying any of that.
No,
But it's composite. So I'm not gonna say anything.
I have narcolepsy. Just commented gripo because that's what we call it. The shiv that Brian had in the Philippines is like a jailhouse type weapon or like a ghetto boy weapon. And what it is, the reason why it's called,
I've seen this off the internet.
the reason why it's called gripo is
I got bored one day and made. But it's pretty nasty, obviously. Yeah.
The reason why it's called gripo is it's like a faucet. Like when you get someone with it,
for the water.
They just leak.
Okay, this is the tactical pin.
Gripo.
I didn't make this, but here's the pin next to the tactile pin. So you can see.
Perfect.
It's almost the same size.
It's perfect.
Yeah, same length.
Now, as far as the other type of tools, there's an impact tool I'm going to be making, machining out of iron or maybe aluminum. I haven't decided yet, or brass. I have to CNC it out, and then I'll be making that probably in the future sometime. But as far as trainers, I don't know if Paulo Rubio is watching, but we talked before about doing a raffle for Grandmaster Renee Thompson for his grassroots program. I just want to just talk about it a little bit. It's a program he's using for children in the Philippines. What they're doing is collecting money and donations. I've been donating actively for the past couple of weeks to get these kids equipment for as far as sparring equipment, sticks, headgear, anything they really need. So what we're doing was actually Paulo's idea is to make a raffle. I think we have two other people that are making live blades. One of them's like a knife, another one's like a machete, I believe. My contribution for the raffle was this trainer. So it was a Gununting trainer. So it has the false edge and everything on it, hang guard, and then obviously the handle. I've redone the handle for maximum grip. So people watching probably already seen the video and have had it before. So this is my contribution to it, to the raffle. So you contribute to the raffle. I guess this is one of the prizes. It's all aircraft aluminum. It's all really lightweight, handles really well. And then to match that, I've actually made the dagger to go with that. So we have this and this. So they'll both be raffled.
Beautiful.
This is my design. I know it's not traditional. I just kind of was playing around with it. But yeah, it's all hand polished and everything. I use 2024 T3 because it's easier to cut. I have access to 7075 T6, which is a harder aircraft grade aluminum. But I found that the T3 is a little bit lighter. And I mean, these things are just for flow anyway. They're not meant for striking or hitting bags or anything. Yeah. It's just basically to work on your form and look good while you're doing it, pretty much. So like I said, we've had this and this. So I'm glad that the sun's actually shining on me, so you can see the reflection now.
Yeah, that's right, because you're 2 hours behind me. Okay.
Yeah. So.
I thought it was special effects.
Yeah.
So yeah, these will both be for raffle. Whenever we do the raffle, he has to get back to me. those will both be prizes. But obviously, if somebody wants to message me to make them one, I can, do that whenever I have time. And then I don't know if Juan Jack is watching, but I have a new project. Since we're talking about headhunting earlier, so we're talking about this is how I actually get my templates. This is an axe I'm going to be making.
That's the Igorot one. Yeah.
The Kalinga, is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Kalinga head axe. Yeah.
So I'm going to be making.
They have a specific martial art form just designed for the use of that. Yeah.
So I'm going to be making one of these. Obviously, the template I have. It will be next couple of weeks. I'll probably be making that. So that's how I get my design. Is I cut those out, lay them out. I have a layout fluid, cut them out. They're all hand cut and handmade. I don't use. Not using a CNC or EDM or water jet. They're all cut by the bandsaw, hand grounds, files with a file. I've got my 90-degree grinders. I'll polish them out. Hand polish with triple aught steel wool, aluminum polish. So I mean, they're all. So I know some people think it's a production, but I don't do this for a living. It's just a side hobby, a gig. I'm not trying to get rich off it. I'm not trying to become an LLC. It's just something to help people out and whatever.
I can tell you the ones you made me have been absolutely wonderful. And
thank you. Yeah, I know you like them. You can play with all the time.
No, yeah, I do. When I'm like, yeah, and I know Maestro Chad loves it. Everybody, I've heard nothing but positive feedback of the ones you made for people. So yeah, it goes without saying. But we got Tuan Phillip on here. Hey, Martin, we can interview him. Tuan Phillip, if you're still watching, if you ever want to be interviewed, consider it done. Just let us know. We would definitely love to get you on. We and all that. The problem with things like the tactical pen is that when you meet a trained TS person, they may recognize. Yeah, right. Yeah, that would be.
What Brian just said ties into my immediate plans actually, because man, GM Renee is everywhere. I'm representing the WFMAC, the confederation that the Jedi Council is working on this weekend, because I'm doing the 4x4x48 challenge. So shout out to
David Goggins challenge.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it for FMA.
God. You're courageous.
Yeah, I'm insane. Yeah, because I'm doing it for FMA. I'm also representing the Mountain Province. Concerning that, I'm gonna represent their fencing club as well as like a couple other organizations that they have.
Wow.
So yeah, hopefully I don't die of a heart attack.
No, you got too many people that we gotta get interviewed in the mountains and all that, man.
Julius, don't do a budo fight just before, huh?
How what?
Don't do a budo fight just before.
Oh yeah. No, the budo fight is supposed to happen after you burn that many calories, not before.
There you go. There you go.
So yeah, Dean, let's do that. Let's try to break the world record for that budo fight, man.
I'm in.
I'm in. Where we're gonna have it?
Online, obviously, we've got to hack someone's Zoom account that allows us to have 500 members at a time, and then we just have to have a big feast in our individual place. And here's one of the here's the rules, right? Okay. You have to eat with your hands. And Brian and Michael, you guys have Filipino wives, so you learn how to eat with your hands.
Man. Right? I'm gonna be in trouble.
I don't know. Kind of get Filipino food all the time. I don't know.
It doesn't have to be Filipino food, but it can't have hamburgers in there. You know what I mean?
What about a steak? Can I get a steak and just eat like a damn animal? Like,
yeah, it has to be natural. It has to be natural.
A ribeye or something, or a porterhouse or something.
Not processed.
I'll eat steak with my hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's do that.
No, it's fine. Hey, Martin, does your wife cook a lot of Filipino food?
Oh yeah, so good.
Really, huh?
Amazing cook. She's an amazing cook.
Like, what's the good stuff there, man? See, man,
anything, adobo, pancit.
Really?
She does it all.
Just don't eat the dinuguan. I don't like it.
I actually do like it.
Yeah, blood pudding stew.
I'm gonna be honest. I know I'm gonna sound. Everybody's they're gonna look at me. I've had so much Filipino food over the last almost 30 years, close. I'm just kind of really not into it anymore.
No,
like I used to be. Occasionally, once in a while. But like my kids eat it all the time. Obviously, they eat the fish and everything.
Martin, have you eaten the banana leaf?
Yeah. I
Get the
did.
shrimp paste.
On a beach. On a beach. It was amazing. More than once.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are, man. So we could definitely do it, but I'll have to find finger food. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it has to be a finger
Put some
food.
lumpia.
Has to be finger food.
There's nothing around here.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
don't
here's
think there's a Filipino restaurant in Connecticut.
Hmm.
Could be. I
Go to
don't
Seafood
know.
City.
I don't know one in Connecticut.
Dean, does your wife practice FMA as well?
I showed her what I've given her is basically just kind of just staff. Definitely
Oh, yeah.
weaponized. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know my opinion on women's self-defense. I mean, weaponized. You know what I mean?
Weaponized.
Yeah. So, matter of fact, we have a good episode coming up. I'm gonna have 3 ladies, Juhan, Arlene, Trish, and Whitney, and we're gonna be going over, women's self-defense because they need to have input in that. You know what I mean? They need to, all that. So I'm looking forward, to that, getting those ladies on. That'll be actually could be the first or second theme oriented.
So the Guru Dean, I don't know if you mind or not, but I want to introduce Rose because she also trains.
Oh, please
with you.
do. Please.
Oh, so this is my wife Rose. So that's so she also does practicing FMA, and she's also a big fan of Discussion Forum. So I just wanted to introduce her real quick, and then it shows the hair clip thing. If she wants to, you just want to show real quick. I don't want to keep advertising this, but just go ahead and show you the hair. You put it in your hair. Oh, so it kind of looks weird because it sticks out like in the back. Like in the back, it kind of sticks out in there. But I mean, if you pushed it down enough, it can be concealed.
That's right. Wow.
So I think 2-1 Arlene actually made a video where she had it kind of. I mean, you can stick it down more to conceal it more, but
Yeah.
but obviously, if you had it, you could pull it out your hair if you had to use it.
Oh my God, there is a restaurant in Connecticut. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, found one.
So.
All right.
So Brian, when you take an airplane, your wife is actually your weapon carrier, if I understand well.
Yeah, well, she knows how to throw hands too, so she's been trained. So
Nice.
Honestly, this has got to be a scary thing, Dean, because like out of all the pages and Facebook groups, we have like the most amount of like
Thank you guys.
dudes and dudettes with specific skill sets and Jason Bourne types. This is just you know what I mean?
Scary, huh?
Liam Neeson and what's his name? Matt Damon.
Yeah. Hey,
Bourne Identity.
Before I forget, Paulo, we gotta get you a date for you and Tuan Bill for March. And that's another good theme episode I got coming on, guys, with Paulo and Tuan Bill on systems, managing reps, accountability for how they behave. Since we had that one incident with a particular group whose reps were not very nice and they had to be kicked out.
Yeah.
But Paulo, because he, through Funkier Tech, I mean, he's met a lot of different systems and people and all that, and has a nice lens outside looking in, so to speak. You know what I mean? So I thought that would be a line. Tuan Bill, of course, his sanction is worldwide. So that's going to be a neat one, as far as themes are concerned. But yeah, guys. Again, this is not going to be a long one. This is just kind of us giving an introduction, what's coming down the pipeline, kind of what we're doing, and all that. So normally, I know our interviews go anywhere from hour 15 minutes to an hour and a half. But I figured this one would just be like an hour, us just kind of sharing what's going on and what we're doing.
Could have been longer if you had some drinks. I don't drink, but
I don't drink either. I'm a teetotaler.
I'll mostly be asking questions in that actual experience. Yeah, that works as well. Yeah. I gotta check out that restaurant he sent. My gosh, wow, I'm excited. Filipino restaurant in Connecticut, man. So, and all right, well, so closing remarks, guys. Guys, don't even forget. I gotta make Martin moderator.
Moderator.
Closing thoughts, Martin.
I don't know, man. I'm just honored to be part of this mission of yours. Like I said in the test run, I believe in what you're doing right now, and I am just happy to be part of it. I'll do the best I can to promote the FMA community and the unity in the FMA community.
Nice, yeah, man. We're great to have you. The notes you've been doing have been
Doing a great job, Martin. Great job.
Awesome job.
Yeah, food
Lucky
to
to have you
recommend
on
to
here.
Dean. Hey, there's an episode. Food to recommend to Dean. That could be an episode.
You need to try some dog. I've tried that in Korea and the Philippines.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah, don't give Dean diabetes and heart disease. Come on now.
It's always better when you're drunk and doing street
Yeah.
food.
With like 90% proof. The liquor in the Philippines is like 100% proof.
Yeah.
They get lambanog, yeah.
Yeah, I want to keep my intestines.
Yeah.
Brian, closing thoughts.
Well, like I said, I think Martin said the best. Honored to be part of the group. Considering that I'm not a known person. Like I said, I'm not like any of these big names that are in here right now. But I try to do what I can to help the community out. Everybody knows me. I'm a generous person. I got a big heart. Just best thing to do, I guess, is just try to bring everybody together in the future more. I know there's going to be different opinions and different people that have different views of things, but I mean, the common love of the art and just like we were doing right now, having fun and just having conversations with good people and people that I respect. I see it there in the comments here. I think that'll be good. Maybe in the future in the show we can start. Like I said, we can get some kids on because kids obviously that's going to be the future. When we get old and die, they're going to be the ones that are carrying the systems on.
Oh, I've said that, man. We're just going to carry on these arts.
Yeah, I'm training my daughter now. Was training my son. He didn't like it anymore because he plays guitar, so he wants to wear his hands. But my daughter's been getting more active into it. She's now 6 months into it, and she hasn't stopped. So hopefully she can continue on. I'm doing it mostly for her because being a woman, obviously in this world now, with people, guys can be, and people can be towards women. But I'm glad that I'm showing her, the movements and everything, and hopefully I can contribute to her defending her life one day if she has to.
Definitely on the kids thing, I think that is absolutely critical. Keeping some of these systems alive when, we're talking second, third generation, far as like me, my age and all that. And if we don't get the youth involved, who's going to carry on these things? I mean, I said it many times, we're getting killed by MMA, BJJ and all that. But, I definitely see it spreading. Like you alluded to, as far as, like if you look at Notice, like some of the open conversation discussions in the group now, I mean, they've been really good. I mean, like, I'm not, like Paulo's been bringing up some great posts and threads, and I see people communicating, and it's been positive. I mean, you can see sometimes there's a little different opinions, but it's not getting nasty. I mean, it's getting like.
I think the presence now, you got like 3 people that are maybe 4 now moderating that are always watching, so there's eyes that are constantly on the post. And if I might have pissed some people off because I've deleted some posts that I thought were kind of irrelevant. I mean,
yeah,
whatever. I don't care. It's like deal with it pretty much because some of the forums were some of the posts were things that were, I mean, non-FMA related. Like
no. Well, that's what we're doing. I mean, that's what we have. We have to.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta get tracked. You know what I mean? If we definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I like humor every once in a while. So does everybody else. But then it becomes a consistent thing. Every 5 minutes, someone's posting a joke or something. It's like, okay,
Hey, you know who else I forgot to mention who else is coming on this month? Danilo Rossi, the Italian system. That's some slick stuff, man.
Sicilian.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, but that is some sick, slick stuff, man.
Here's the thing I gotta ask him. I
can watch that dude all day.
Can you have me while you interview him? Because I do have a question. Because believe it or not, the knife system that I learned in Laguna, all our entries, even the use of the hat, even the use of this, looks so similar to his.
I find that dude. I could watch him all day, man. He's got the hat. He's got cigar.
So that's what I was gonna ask. Is like I need to learn if there was some kind of interface in the Southern Tagalog styles with the Italians, essentially. Because like, why would it be so similar? Like, you know what I mean? There had to have been.
I tell you, I just love watching that guy.
Who is it?
Man, I've seen him spar, move around, man.
He's incredible.
He's no joke.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
Who is it again?
So Brian, look up Danilo Rossi. Here, I'll get you the. I'll get you the name. I'll send it. I'll message you it. But just incredible, man. I can watch that guy.
You know what I'm gonna say already, right? To Sal Morales.
Yeah. But all right, guys. Hey, thank you guys for doing this. Oh, Julius, closing thoughts. Sorry.
Oh no, just the Confederation is kind of like a hill I'm ready to die on in FMA. So if y'all are insane enough to do it with me, hopefully none of you die of a heart attack. Next weekend is the 4x4x48 challenge by David Goggins. I'm gonna be representing the FMA community, so it's like a good cause. We have to thank High Consul Dean over here because there's never been a forum of FMA that's gotten these many different disparate systems united within one banner, essentially, of community of getting to know each other. This is basically the FMA digest of the 2020s, except it's, to me, and I'm not dissing Stephen K. Dowd, this might be superior just because of this is moving picture with sound. Now you can put a sound and face to the things that you're reading. Like, I want to learn that system, but you never know those people, right? Because you belong to some other system. So on the comment section, dude, give this man all the love, because the only reason why we're here is because of him. And I got to give thanks to Brian and Martin. They're superior to me. And thank you for everything that you do. Okay?
Appreciate it, guys. And we'll be in touch all soon. Did Brian might check that? No, he's still here. I don't know if he's got some tech issues going on, but what happened?
Yeah. Thank you for everything.
I appreciate it, guys. And I tell you, with your guys' help, we're just going to improve upon it, make it better. People. We got 2 people doing interviews. Sometimes there's stuff I forget to ask, or maybe better questions could have been asked. So, so I want to give the audience the best, and clearly, I think with help from you guys, I think it'll be better. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys, those of you who watched, I appreciate it. Those of you who commented, again, some big stuff coming down, and all that, some good, exciting stuff from all of us. So I hope you guys tune in and watch some of these future episodes that we referenced that are coming down. Oh, he is back. All right. That's all right. That happens. We're used to it, man.
Yeah.
So,
giving the love to Brian and Martin, because that's like the 2 strongest members we got, man. Like without the timestamps.
Thank you.
And Brian with the outreach with basically these improvised weapons and creation. That is a huge service that you're doing as a really awesome EDC for women and other people of other means without going the route, man. It really is.
All right, guys. All right. Good show, man. Thanks. I'll download this, and I'll obviously tag you guys, of course. And we're all going to remain in touch and all that. And Marty, if you get to talk to your teacher regarding Philip, let me know for sure. And I got to make you moderator. So, matter of fact, when I get off this, first thing I'm doing so I don't forget.
Power is yours now.
Yeah. You cannot handle our rhythm.
Music like this. The power is yours.
Matt Hughes can't handle our rhythm.
All right, guys. All right, you all take care.
Take care. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. Good night.
All right. Thank you for those that jumped in. Next episode, Tuesday, is going to be Guru Diane. She just did something for the FMA women. I believe she, Minnesota, the Minnesota Colleague group, I think she's affiliated with, Rick Fay, if I'm not mistaken, and all that, but done some really good stuff. She did a free seminar for the ladies and all that. So we're going to be getting her on and all that. So that'll be Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And after that, and Thursday, we got the June and Paul show. So I'm still trying to figure out a way to get them back for that coconut thing they did to me. But at any rate, thanks for jumping in, and see you guys Tuesday.